John ain't shit.
Why you mad? You're so mad at me, nigga. Why you mad? You're so mad at me, nigga. Why you mad? You're so mad at me, nigga. Why you mad? You're so mad at me, nigga. Why?
I can feel the hate from miles away. The more hate, just ask to how great I am. I never gave a fuck, too busy not giving a damn. Bitch niggas about to make me go ham and pork chop while y'all just go spam. I cram to understand the logic behind the content. Dumb shit is what I see and hear. Rumor mill, untrilled, false theories, unwarranted queries. Everyone getting gabby, doing the cat daddy. I can tell you're unhappy. Don't be mad cause your life is crappy. If you knew better, you do better. I'ma run DMC the game, tougher than leather. Y'all faker than clever.
You mad? You're so mad at me, nigga. Why you mad? You're so mad at me, nigga. Why?
Y'all niggas got some mental issues. You need to hug yourself, I got some tissue. Like Teddy Ruxpin, I'm trying to escape you. Haters, Harriet Tubman, all your mental issue. Have you bugging? Why you mean mugging? Internet thugging? Hating on the next man's success. Stop pocket watching. Niggas that's already blessed. The necessary stress, worrying about the rest. Real niggas put your ass to the test. Come fake it, you might get two to the chest. Blah, blah. Now you think niggas are foul. Next time, keep a nigga name out your mouth.
Why you mad? You're so mad at me, nigga. Why you mad? You're so mad at me, nigga. Why?
Fake niggas turn green in bad weather, softer than duck feathers. I guess y'all goose down, begging to get clowned. I'm bound by the West. Got you so mad, gotta rock me a hate-proof vest. Get shit up off my chest, little bit of added spit. Fake niggas love to pretend. Guess you gotta fake it to make it. Pinche gringo, putting all dogs to rest. Dingo, I just stack my chips. Gringos, hoe ass nigga, your number up. Bingo, bitch nigga always crying. Here he ho, 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 he ho.
Mic check, mic check. Let's see if this thing is working.
Why you mad? You're so mad at me, nigga. Why you mad? You're so mad at me, nigga. Why you mad? You.
Hey, what's going on, Rosa? What's going on, everybody? Thank you for clicking on the play button. Look, I'm annoyed today. I'm extremely agitated today. Blaq Rosebud called me just to piss me off. I was gonna do this video last night, but I was busy doing other shit. And I said, I ain't gonna argue with this nigga tonight. Not tonight. But he called me this morning, and he pissed me off. And I guess that's why I'm playing Big Mad. This is my boy Bizzle Kong. If you don't know, Bizzle Kong did my intro music. That's my boy. Check him out. He's on YouTube. He make music. He's dope. But today we're gonna talk about this damn Tyson chicken plant that Blaq Roseboro claimed. This first off, let me play this clip real quick from this dude. I just hold on a second, man. I'm on my smoke break, so this is not gonna be a long video because I decided instead of eating food today, I was gonna get this shit off my chest. First off, this is my boy Straight Facts No Chase. I'm not gonna show his video, but check him out. He has a series called The Trump Whisperer, Translating Stupid. What's up, Mrs. G? It's called Trump Whisperer. I sound low. Oh, here, let me turn this up. Trump Whisperer. Hope that sounds better. I'm rushing here. I ain't have enough time to set this damn thing up. It's called Trump Whisperer, Translating Stupid. And I was listening to this video yesterday, and I said, let me check this shit out. This clip right here and play it before I start talking about the shit that's pissing me off today.
If they don't vote for him, he's fucked. And even if they do, I still believe he's fucked. How about you? Trumpers, we ain't asking you. We don't even listen to y'all anymore. We just make fun of you. What's the use of listening to you? You make no sense. It's like trying to rationalize with roadkill. What are we trying to come to some kind of agreement about? You're brain dead. Just like that squirrel on the side of the road. Yeah, it's almost sad. I feel like playing taps. Hey, guys.
Look, that's how I feel about these Trump supporters. I stop arguing with Blaq. I stop arguing with these Trump supporters because the shit they say don't make no sense. And because it don't make no sense, it's not worth my time to even have an argument. There isn't a debate. There is no debate. And I try to explain that to Blaq with a lot of stuff he talks about. there ain't no debate in what you're talking about. There's only a fact. Present this fact in a different way to make your information seem better or worse, but it's just a damn fact. I'm only going to talk about the damn fact because that's where I reside, in the truth and the fact. So I saw this headline and I didn't pay it no damn mind because James Clyburn is old and he ain't that bright. I don't think he's that bright. I hear him talk. I say James Clyburn probably ain't that bright. But if you can see at the top of the screen, this article is from the New York Post. And if you read anything from the New York Post, you have to take it with a grain of salt because the New York Post is owned by Rupert Murdoch, and Rupert Murdoch owns Fox News. And if you watch the news, you know that any news you see on Fox News, is going to be given to you with as bad as a slant as it could be for the Democrats, and as great as a prospect for what the Republicans would like to happen. And in this instance, what the Republicans want is for our economy to crumble. Oh man, it says I'm buffering. That's terrible. It should be buffering. I got great internet, but I don't got time to fix it. So check it out, right? MSNBC cuts off Democratic Congressman's rant that inflation problem is disinformation to report prices rose 3.5% in March. Now, if you just read the headline says they cut him off, right? But I'm going to play the clip and you'll see that they did not cut him off. They brought on another contributor who was on the panel, and that person had a different statement, right? So it's already, if you just read the headline, you'd say, this isn't true, right? There's a slant here. There is a slant. Second, did it rise 3.5% in March? This is from the usinflationcalculator.com, right? So they are accurate, right, in reporting that inflation rose 3.5%. But those numbers are not really that important. Only that James Clyburn doesn't understand how the fucking numbers work. James Clyburn doesn't know how the numbers work, or he's told the numbers incorrectly, or he's reciting information wrong because he's old and he don't remember. But whatever the hell it is, he didn't say it right. He didn't say the information right. And that's the reason why Blaq Rosebud called me today talking about, all you Democrats are liars. All you Democrats are liars. Now, first off, I'm not James Clyburn, right? I'm not James Clyburn. And I wasn't the one who's out there saying what James Clyburn said. So why he would call me and tell me I'm a liar because James Clyburn said something wrong, I have no fucking idea. But it sounds like I'm talking to a fucking lunatic or a person who doesn't know what the fuck it is, because even though he's saying James Clyburn was wrong, James Clyburn ain't 100% wrong, but he did state the facts incorrectly, which is a whole bunch of nerd shit that no one gives a fuck about.
Let's talk about some of the real warning signs that I heard for the Biden campaign, Congressman, and that was that these undecided voters polled, and then in this focus group, showing that they are really suffering when they're feeling like they're being gaslit. They're feeling Joe Biden isn't accountable. What's your response to that, and how can the campaign address these feelings?
Well, first of all, thank you very much for having me. I think that we have to focus on people's everyday lives. And 401ks are not about people's everyday lives. And I do believe, just from my own observations, from the conversations I've had with people, there are concern about things like inflation. But what we've got to get them to see is that inflation today is about 40% of what it was when Joe Biden took office.
Now that's where he makes a mistake, right? He says inflation today is 40% of what it was when Joe Biden took office. Well, when Joe Biden took office, it was January of 2021. Joe Biden took office in January of 2021 and the inflation rate was 1.4. But let's just say he's talking about March of 2021, 2.6%, right? So if you take that 2.6, this is math, this is nerd shit right here. You take this 2.6, right, and you multiply that to add in 40% times 1.4, you'll get a number of 3.6, which is 0.1 off of the 3.5 that it said in March. And what I think he was trying to say is that inflation is only 40% higher than what it was, because it's about 40% higher than what it was. But he didn't say that right? When he says it's 40% less, he's not stating the fact right. He got it wrong. And inflation is worse than it was now than it was then. So you can't say that it's better now than it was then. It's worse. So he's not stating it right. But if you want to say inflation is down over last year, if you want to say it's down from June when it's at its worst, if you want to say it's down from some other period in time, he would be 100% accurate. But what he did was he said it's 40% from when Joe Biden was elected, which is 100% wrong. So he's wrong there. And when Blaq called me, I agree with him. I said, you're right. James Clyburn didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. He said that shit wrong. But he didn't. Blaq doesn't say, oh yeah, we're on the same side here. Let's agree that James Clyburn fucked this up. Because if that's what he says, we can have a discussion about how James Clyburn fucked it up. What he says is, you're a liar, they're a liar, he's a liar, all you guys are, and I'm like, I didn't even say it, and I agree with you, right? So I didn't say it, and I agree with you, but you still say that I'm the problem. You're a fucking idiot, because you don't even understand how inflation fucking works, right? You don't know how inflation fucking works, so we couldn't even have a discussion about inflation, or whether it's good or bad or lower or better. You don't know how the fuck it works. So we'll move on to the next fucking thing. This motherfucker, I was gonna make a video last night, right? Because this is what Blaq Rosebud said on the show Saturday, or 2 Saturdays ago. This is what he said.
You heard about Tyson Chicken?
No, what about Tyson Chicken?
Tyson Chicken is closing down so they can hire immigrants.
Tyson Chicken been hiring immigrants. What do you mean they're closing down to hire immigrants? They've been hiring immigrants.
They're closing down plants.
They've been hiring immigrants in them damn plants.
All right, so they're taking American jobs.
There has been immigrants working in these chicken plants all over the country, and food processing plants all over the country. This ain't new. But if they want to stop illegal immigration, like literally. All right, so look, he's repeating this thing that's being repeated online, right? He heard it online. I'm sure he heard it in a conservative place, right? Because it's not a normal talking point. You're not going to find that claim in the mainstream news because it isn't fucking true, right? Now, I didn't cut him off when he said it. I didn't stop him when he said it because I didn't know the fact. I didn't give a fuck. I just focused on the part that he didn't know what the fuck he was talking about when he says, now look, I just looked this article up yesterday. So I didn't know this information, but I know that these plants hire immigrants to work in these fucking plants. And I know when I lived in South Carolina, they were doing immigration raids on them fucking plants looking for illegal immigrants because they were hiring illegal immigrants to work in them damn plants. So in this article, you can see it says, where does it say that? 60% of these people that work in this plant. It says they're closing the damn plant. They didn't say why they're closing, but 2 things stand out about the plant. Its age is 61 years old, and according to an industry analyst, its size doesn't lend itself to efficiency increase in second shift. Tyson said they lost $128 million on this pork segment. Where's it at? I just saw it in here. Now I can't find it. Maybe it's out at the top. There we go. Tyson said it will encourage employees to apply for other jobs within the company. Across Iowa, Tyson employs 9,000 people. A significant number of its employees are immigrants or refugees, with 60% of his national workforce representing those 2 categories, according to Jobs for the Future. So if they're shutting down this plant because they're going to hire immigrants or migrants or illegal workers, why would they do that when 60% of the people that work there are already those people? They're shutting down the plant because the plant ain't making money, or because they're going to consolidate their resources, because they're going to put their resources somewhere else where they can make more money, right? But it doesn't make sense that they would say we're going to close this plant, right? Not lay these people off. We're going to close this whole fucking plant, and we're just going to build a new one and put illegals in it, or migrants. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Not to me. It may make sense to someone else, but it doesn't make any damn sense to me. We'll talk about that Trump shit in a minute. So I will fact check. This is from Reuters. Tyson Foods did not say it wants to hire 42,000 illegal workers. Now in this Reddit forum here, this is what they said in Reddit. There's probably a reasonable explanation heard about this from Jesse Waters. Now Jesse Waters is actually on the fucking news. He actually works for Fox, and he's repeating this fucking lie. He's stating this lie to their workers, to Fox viewers. And so when I say, I don't listen to fucking Fox, and I don't listen to the New York Post, because Jesse Waters, who's on television every day, would go on television and say, Tyson Food is going to close the plant because they want to hire these asylum seekers or whatever the fuck, which is not true. Tyson Foods closing the Iowa pork plant as company moves forward with series of 2024 closures. And you can look that up and you'll find out that they had a whole fucking slew of them factories that they were planning on closing down way prior to this influx of these migrants that were shipped from Texas all over the damn country. But these people, right? These people who were in this Reddit, who saw these videos from Fox fucking News, are saying, because they took a clip from Jesse Waters and they took a story from USA Today. USA Today has a fact, Jesse Waters has a fucking lie. And they put those two things together and you get fucking Blaq Rosebud. You get Blaq Rosebud, who's just repeating the bullshit, right? And he could find this answer his fucking self. He could 100% find this answer himself. And maybe he knows it. Maybe I'm not giving him enough credit by saying he should know this. Maybe I'm giving him too much credit because I'm saying there's no fucking way he knows this, because there's no way he'd read it. There's no way he'd look this shit up, right? He'll just accept it because it's coming from the place where he wants it to come from, Fox News. It's coming from a person who he believes, Fox News, the New York Post, and they tell you the shit you want to hear, and most of it's a fucking lie. They mix a little bit of truth in there, so that way, if you found the truth, you'd say, oh shit, it must be true, because this part is true. But if you read what the fuck they say, it doesn't make any damn sense. It don't make no sense that they're going to close down a factory so they can hire more illegal immigrants or migrants. Why would they close the factory down? Why wouldn't they just fucking fire the people? It doesn't make any damn sense. Now, if you say they wanted to go build it somewhere where there are more migrants because they can get cheaper labor, I'd believe you. I'd fucking believe you. You wouldn't get a debate from me about that. But that's not what they're saying here. They're saying Tyson decided that we're going to close down this plant because we want to hire asylum seekers. I don't know. That doesn't make any damn sense to me. And Tyson comes out and says, in recent days, there's been a lot of misinformation in the media about our company. The media meaning Fox News. And we feel compelled to set the record straight. Any insinuation that we would cut American jobs to hire immigrant workers is completely false. Tyson Foods is strongly opposed to illegal immigration, and we led the way in participating in the two major government programs that help employers combat unlawful employment: E-Verify and Mutual Agreement Between Government and Employers program, IMAGE. Since being founded in 1935, Arkansas, Tyson Foods has created jobs, employed millions of people in states all across America, the majority of whom are American citizens. Today, Tyson Food employs 120,000 team members in the United States, all of whom are required to be legally authorized to work in this country. We have a history of strong hiring practices, and anyone who is legally able is welcome to apply to open jobs. So the question becomes, is there anything wrong with migrants working in America? Because to me, I would say the answer is no. If you have a right to work in America, you should be able to work in America. If you have the proper documentation to work in America, then you should be able to work in America. But these goddamn Republicans want to say people who are not born in America are getting jobs. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Why does that matter to them that someone who wasn't born in America got a job here in America? If the person has a right to work in America, they have a right to work in America. What the fuck are you talking about? That pisses me off. It pisses me off to no end because it's racist and the dumb fuck doesn't even know what he's saying is racist. The dumb fuck does not even know that what he's saying is racist when he says people who are not born in America are getting jobs in America even though they can legally work in America. You dumb fuck. Fuck that bullshit. If you think that people who have the right to work in America shouldn't work in America, then maybe we should change some of these laws. But the laws that they change are going to impact you because the reason why the laws exist is because they were created because before the laws existed, they were using those policies against you. The internal policies of not having to consider black workers to do certain type of jobs, to consider women to do certain type of work, to consider foreigners from doing certain type of work. We can exclude and keep you out of the system because we don't like where you're from. I don't think that's right. I don't believe in illegal immigration. I don't agree with illegal immigration. I don't believe in companies hiring illegal immigrants to work for them. And I believe that if a company hires illegal immigrants, they should be fined heavily. They should be fined heavily and punished so harshly that there wouldn't be no consideration that they could save money by hiring cheap labor. There would be no consideration to hire cheap labor because they'd be punished so harshly. That's how I would run it if I was in charge. But what the fuck he's talking about, I have no idea. And to say this damn lie, you would have, to me, I have to say, you have to be fucking insane to believe this statement because it doesn't make any sense that we're going to close down a whole fucking plant of 1,000 people so we can hire 52,000 migrants to work where? In the plants they're closing down? It seems stupid. It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't seem like it makes a lot of sense. And that shit pissed me off. It pissed me off this morning with the James Clyburn shit because James Clyburn isn't one of the smarter members of Congress. And he's like 80-something years old. So they got him on TV and he's trying to help, but he ain't helping, he's hurting. He ain't helping, he's hurting. And the fact that Black Rosebud got so fired up to call me this morning because he finally got one. I finally got one. See? Democrats do go on TV and say things wrong. No, James Clyburn went on TV and stated the facts incorrectly. Fucking Republicans go on TV and just fucking lie. They just go on TV and fucking lie. Donald Trump put out a post last week that said that Truth Social or this Donald J. Trump Corporation is doing great. My company's doing great. We're making all kinds of money. Invest over here. We doing all right. No, you're fucking not. You're losing money every day. Every day you're losing another fucking 5 to 10%. Yesterday they lost 11%. The day before that they lost 8%. The day before that they were like 0.1. But the day before that, they was like 10%. They losing money every fucking day. They're losing money every single day, right? And if you invested in this damn Ponzi scheme, you're an idiot. Because Donald Trump, no matter how much you paid for your stock, Donald Trump paid 0.00001 for his shares. He paid nothing. 0.00001. That's less than a penny times like 8. He paid nothing for his fucking stock in this company. He's going to walk away with still millions of dollars of your cash if you put it in. Don't be an idiot and invest in anything that he's a part of because he's a con man. He's a ripoff artist. And all you have to do is look at the businesses that he's run from Trump Steaks, Trump Vodka, Trump University, the Trump Airline, the Trump casinos. Every single one of them bankrupted as he extracted the resources from it, extracted the cash and spent it on some other bullshit, whatever it was he spent it on. None of them were ever winning ventures. He never came out on top on not a single one of them, but he never loses. He never loses because it's always, the contracts are always written in a way that he gets out unscathed and he keeps his reputation, or his reputation is that he's a businessman and people think he's successful. But the businesses behind him and everyone in the wake of the business has lost. This business included. And if you believe that Donald Trump is a businessman and that's the reason why he should be the president, I would say this is a failed businessman in almost every business he's in. He's being sued right now in New York for illegal business practices, right? The campaign contributions that they tried to hide by turning it into a business expense. He's probably going to go to jail for. They got enough evidence on him for that shit. He lost the fraud trial where he's got the worst business records of anyone as far as keeping track of where the money come from and where it should go. The motherfucker is you can like him. If you like him, you should like him. I don't. And Black Rosebud can't convince me that he's better than Joe Biden, no matter how bad I may think Joe Biden is. Because no matter how bad I think Joe Biden is, this motherfucker is worse. This motherfucker is worse. And that's where I'm at with it. But if you think that Tyson closed down the plant so that way they can hire a bunch of illegals, then you're probably not that bright, or you probably watch Fox News. But both of those things could be true, or only one of them could be true. I guess you have to figure out which one is you. But it's not true. And it doesn't even make any damn sense. But that's not, I didn't have energy last night to do that video because it doesn't matter. But what pissed me off was he called me this morning to call me a liar, right? To call me a liar about what James Clyburn said. And what James Clyburn said was a small mistake in comparison to the vast number of lies that Fox News tells on a daily fucking basis. Or even Donald Trump or Trump supporters. But I've stopped listening to them because the shit they say don't make no sense. And you should stop listening to them too. Anyway, my lunch break is only halfway over. I'm going to go get something to eat. But I appreciate you guys clicking on the play button. If you like this video, hit the like button. And yeah, Black Rosebud, man, stop calling me about this bullshit, man. Stop calling me with this bullshit. All right, peace.